Hello, my name is Sherman, and today we're going to do a Unity tutorial on explosions. It's actually very simple to do, and we're going to jump right in. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a gameObject sphere, and this is going to kind of be a representation of a bomb. We're going to simulate an aircraft dropping a bomb down to the terrain. We're not going to actually make the aircraft in this tutorial, but we're going to have the bomb dropping from the sky. So the first thing we need to do is come to the game objects here, create sphere. We got our nice sphere there. I already know my coordinates, so I'm going to put them in here. Okay. And we're going to position this sphere right above the tree, because we're going to blow the tree up and then set it on fire. Alright, so I got my coordinates there. Now the next thing we have to do is we have to apply some type of physics or movement to this sphere, because right now if I just hit play, the sphere will just sit in the sky. It won't move, it won't do anything, it'll just be a standstill in the sky. So to do that, we'll click on the sphere, we'll go to components, physics, and we're going to use rigid body. Now this gives our sphere gravity as seen here. So that means when I hit the play button here, our sphere is going to drop from the sky. It's a great simulation as if it was a bomb dropping from the sky. Okay, so we got it dropping. Now we must add the effects. So to do that, we need a little JavaScript. So I'm going to click on my image. I'm going to go to component, go to scripts, and I named it explosionPrefab. Now this script I actually got from the Unity website. I'm going to try to explain a little bit about it. Essentially, it instantiates an explosion prefab when hitting a surface and then destroys itself. We're putting this code onto the sphere. So basically, the sphere is going to drop from the sky. Once it hits the surface, it is going to initiate a command, which in our case would be the explosion. So the explosion would occur, and then the image, the sphere will destroy itself, so it'll leave the game. Once it collides with the ground, it's actually going to transform into the explosion. So it's kind of going to be like a clone of that explosion prefab, and that's how we're going to create our explosion. A lot of these functions here are from Unity API, and you can get actually a list of all these from their website as well. The transform function is actually used to store and manipulate the position, rotation, and scale of an object. The instantiate function actually it basically creates objects during the runtime. So it creates images while the game is in play. And at the last function here, it just basically destroys the object. Okay? So with that being said, at the beginning of that script we had an external variable, and that means that we're able to drag and drop objects into the script here, versus having to actually code the objects into the script. So Unity also has a lot of assets. It comes with the standard assets, which has actually a great prefab detonator, and this detonator prefab is pretty cool. It has a lot of different explosions, and I'll demonstrate one right here for you. Alright, put it down to here. That should be good enough. I'm gonna hit play so you can see what it looks like. Yeah, so you see the big explosion in the background. That is part of the detonator prefab in the standard access, and you can import those in. We're going to apply that animation to our spear. So once our spear hits the ground, it's going to do that animation. So I'm going to delete that here. And like I said, you can just drag and drop here, and it's different types of explosions here that you can do. It's about 10 of them here, so you can go through and you can play with them and interchange them and change them out. You don't have to use the one that I'm using, but I'm going to use the detonator upwards because this is my favorite. Alright, we got that applied, and let's see how it looks. So I'm going to go full screen on that, and we're going to hit play. The bomb drops down and boom, it blows up. Now it blows up, and after that it pretty much doesn't do anything. So what we need to do now is we're going to add the effect of, you know, the tree is on fire or it's destroyed or something like that. So to do that, we're going to use that same script we used for the explosion. Now what's great about Unity is you can use a script over and over on the same object. So I'm going to go here, script, and we're going to pick that explosion, transform again. And this time, instead of picking the explosion, we're going to use one of the prefabs in the standard access that Unity have, which is called fire. So I'm going to drag that and drop that down here. And we're going to play our game. Hit play. It blows up and it sets the tree on fire. So that's basically it. It's very simple to do, very easy to do. I have the JavaScript code in the on this video, and I'm gonna play it one more time in full screen just so you can get a better view of it. And there we are.